Hey everyone, I'm Lou Perez, your host of the Builder Upper Show, a podcast where we talk about everything in construction and trades. Now let's get into it. I would like to welcome our guest, Ryan Buesser, owner of Buesser Concrete. Hey Ryan, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for being on here. So just jumping right in, I know a lot of listeners were super interested in this podcast once I told them who I'm bringing on. One of the busiest podcast guests that I've had so far. I think we've rescheduled like 3 or 4 times just because you're super busy, but that's always a good sign on how business is going. So Ryan, just jumping right in, when did you get into concrete?
We first started in 1997. Before that, I kind of helped my dad in some masonry stuff, but 1997 we started in concrete.
You took the learnings from your dad and that really intrigued you. Is that something you saw when you grew up that really inspired you to get going on it?
I don't know right away. My dad was a mason. I did a lot of that. When I graduated high school, I joined the Marines, so I was there for 4 years. And then when I got out, I thought I was going to do the masonry thing, but it didn't really happen that way. And I started out just in the concrete side.
Nice. Well, thank you for your service, first and foremost. We really appreciate it. And, speaking to that, when you got started, is there something that you know today that you wish you knew when you started?
Oh, yeah. I mean, every day you think about stuff like that. But, there's so much. I guess one of the biggest things that I guess, you got to have a good work ethic. But I have a kind of a mentor now I deal with and work with. And that would have been huge when I first started. If I'd have had that person at the beginning, things would have been way different.
That's great feedback. Do you want to share who that mentor is, or is that something that you want to hold tight?
Oh, no. It's Rocky Jeans. I guess he had a construction concrete business school I went to, and it was just an eye opener. And then after that, we continued to go to his stuff, and then I kind of brought him on also, just us direct, and that was huge for us. I mean, eye openers all the way around.
That's great. So that was actually going to be another question that I asked you about, how do you scale your business? Does a lot of that tie into it right there?
Oh yeah. I mean, definitely. Like his methods and means have helped us grow immensely. So yeah, I owe a ton to Rocky.
Is there anything from within those insights that you could potentially share?
I guess if you ever thought about a mentor or a coach, do it. I mean, it's a, like I said, it's a no brainer. I mean, jump on it.
Nice. How big is your company today?
We vary. I think we have 68 full-time people currently right now, the office
Wow.
in the field. And then I have a friend that does subcontract labor out of another state. I think we were like 102 people last summer. So with the rain and, the weather right now, I believe we're close to about 70 people.
Oh, wow. So when you're having to bring on new folks to grow within those timeframes, is it hard to bring on new recruits, or do you have a process in place that helps you with that?
A lot of times what we do, the guys that are already here, if we need someone, we kind of put the feelers out to them. The good guys that are here aren't going to bring bad people in, hopefully, and it usually works out pretty well. You can always kind of find laborers with what we do, concrete. Trying to find a train finisher is hard. Sometimes they have bad habits from where they came from or stuff like that. But some of our best people, actually our best people they didn't know a thing when they started. So in-house training is huge. You kind of mold them the way you want them. So that's mostly how we go about it.
It's nice that you have that in-house training. So is that something that sets Buesser Concrete apart from others? What is the benefits of working for you?
Benefits, I guess we're, pretty family oriented. We have a lot of brothers that work here, family, dad's son. So I think that's big when other people see, hey, the father works here and the son now works here. But like training, setting up that, that's one of the things I wish we did even better, where we had a better training program. I grew up in the trades. I don't really have a background in business or a training, any sort of thing like that. So a lot of it's been trial and error and hard knocks. So
sometimes it could be a good thing though too.
good and bad. Yes, definitely.
Yeah. All right. And then today, do you utilize any technology within your company, and does that help you in any way be more efficient?
Oh yeah. I guess we've always tried to stay ahead on the technology side, trying new means and methods, that kind of thing. Um, you know, Outside training, we do a lot with the World of Concrete. It's a huge trade show in Las Vegas every year. I mean, they have certifications, but it's an eye opener. I mean, you go there and you see the technology, you see the new stuff. Where, I mean, I have friends and competitors in the trades that they do the same thing every year for 30 years in a row. And if you go to some of the trade shows and that stuff, you see the new technology, anywhere from the software to the tools that are out there. And you try something new, you see something new, work smarter, not harder. So for us, that's been huge from pretty much day one. Concrete's hard enough. Why make it harder?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And no pun intended either. So and when it comes to people finding your business, are you in multiple states? Are you in a specific region? Where do you typically do work?
When we started, we were just local, and then we kind of grew. We about doubled in size one year. We worked for a kind of a national company. Um, they did big industrial plants, and that kind of helped us grow and stick our footprint out a little further. But currently, I believe, I can't say we've worked in 44 states. We do a lot in Wisconsin. I've got guys that they have kids in ball. They want to be home at night. They don't want to travel. I got some guys that like to travel. Some guys, I think that I'd say they like the money that comes with the travel work. So yeah, we do a lot. We're a lot in Texas, but currently we're in North Carolina, Texas, Wisconsin, Illinois, and Minnesota. So that's where we're at right now. But we do a lot in the South. It's nice for in the wintertime when it's too cold up here. We can kind of get keep the guys working. In today's world, the guys want to work. Everyone has a home and a boat and an SUV. No one wants to get laid off anymore in the wintertime.
I personally have not talked to too many multi-state concrete companies. That's good to know, and it's good for our listeners to know as well, especially for future hires. If they're interested in travel, I think Buesser Concrete's definitely a great candidate to go after and go apply for you guys. As far as people that want to do business with you, where should they go look you up? Do you guys have a website domain?
Yep, we're www.buesserconcrete.com. Actually upgrading our website. We're working with an awesome audio-visual company, media company. They do a lot of drone stuff, but yeah, we're really fine-tuning the new website right now, but we're still out there on the web. And then, the phone, that still works too.
Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to look forward to the drone videos that you guys come out with and showcase the projects. I did look up a few pictures that you guys do, so it's very impressive work that you guys do. So I know video just kind of brings it to life, and we'll be looking forward to that.
We're also on Facebook and Instagram, and we're actually getting a TikTok page going here. That'll be a couple weeks out yet.
Are you going to be the one doing the TikTok dances, or is that you're going to leave that to the workers?
This is good for me. The guys like that kind of stuff, and I like to just kind of stand back and watch.
And before we wrap up, do you have any advice for new construction owners that you'd like to share with our listeners?
Oh yeah, I mean, we could turn this into a long conversation, but I guess I would say for new people, make sure you're a good craftsman if you're in the trade, and then the biggest thing I would say is hire smart people. You don't have to be the smartest person. Hire the smartest people you can. Put good people around you, and you'll do good.
Great advice. Well, thank you for being on our show. We really appreciate it. And please, everyone, like, subscribe, comment, and share the Builder Upper Show with anyone in the construction industry. We will see you next time. If you're a construction contractor and would like to appear as a guest on our podcast, write us an email. It's lou@lumberfi.com.